Hello, beautiful souls. Today we are exploring a deeply insightful topic, the spiritual reasons behind anxious attachment. Now, we all know that anxious attachment is a common issue in relationships, but there's actually often more than meets the eye because normally it is described from a psychological perspective. But there's also spiritual teachings and spiritual reasons behind having an anxious attachment. And I am going to tell you five today, and that's really going to help expand your awareness and really dive deep with your healing of anxious attachment. So, firstly, let's just understand what anxious attachment is. It's obviously an attachment style that's characterized by a deep fear of abandonment and a constant need for reassurance in relationships. And this often stems from childhood experiences, but there's also a spiritual dimension that we are going to explore today. So, the first spiritual reason is karmic patterns. Now, according to spiritual teachings, our souls carry lessons and unresolved issues from past lives and multi-dimensional lives. I always talk about the four reasons behind why we are the way we are. The first one comes from our life experience. The second comes from our ancestral line, because even though we are souls, we come into this body, and this body holds generations of DNA, and just as it holds genetic imprints, it also holds psychological imprints and spiritual imprints and everything that our ancestral line has not resolved. The other thing that I talk about is a soul has already gone on a journey beyond this life, and it is coming back into this life to resolve some of the stuff from past lives or multi-dimensional lives, because we are in fact living multiple lifetimes at once, but that is just another topic. So, anxious attachment can be a manifestation of these unresolved karmic debts. You have come into this life with these past experiences of abandonment or betrayal, and they continue to influence your current relationships. And by kind of detaching from your life experience, if you feel like you can't really place why you have an anxious attachment, I mean, you could say that it is from your childhood, but it could also be a karmic pattern that you have struggled with through various lifetimes. And you've now come here to break the cycle. You've come here to learn healthy love, a balanced attachment style. Because love, I talk a lot about how on humanity, we've been not loving each other right. You can check out my playlist of how to shift from incorrect love programming. The second reason is soul contracts. Now, before incarnating, our souls make agreements with other souls. We say, hey, I'm going to meet up with you in the earth space, and we're going to experience certain lessons together, and I'm going to help you grow, and you're going to help me grow, and we're going to evolve humanity. And anxious attachment can actually arise from these soul contracts, and they can even be a catalyst for your own personal growth. Maybe in this lifetime, you wanted to learn independence. Maybe in this lifetime, you wanted to learn correct love programming, which we all actually have come to learn, right? But that involves playing out certain soul contracts and things that maybe we didn't complete in previous lifetimes. So understanding that your partner or whoever you're going through this kind of incorrect love programming or anxious attachment style is actually can be part of a soul contract to help you shift your perspective and empower you to work through these challenges. And this soul contract can be with a partner or it can be with a parent. Now, the third reason is chakra imbalances. Now, chakras play a significant role physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And we know that the heart chakra governs love and relationships. So, when the heart chakra becomes blocked or imbalanced due to past traumas and unresolved emotions that you have lived out in this life, right? This doesn't have to be a past life thing. You could have gone through a traumatic situation. You could have gone through a really hard breakup, or like a really, you could have gone through betrayal with your parents or something like that, very, very early on or through your life experience, and you have stored that energy in your heart chakra. And because you have not cleared this energy, it is still active and it is attracting certain partners to you that is mirroring this wounding in your heart chakra. So an anxious attachment style can, often indicate that that is unhealed within you. It can be an overactive heart chakra where you are looking for love in all the wrong places and you want to attach really soon, right? Because you want that reassurance that you didn't get from a past relationship or you didn't get from your childhood. And you can also have a blocked root chakra. Now, your root chakra is responsible for your sense of self and your sense of security. So if your root chakra is blocked, then you are going to also be looking for safety in partners, in a sense of feeling like the attachment to them is going to bring you a sense of security. But really, the attachment you're looking for, the security that you're looking for is the safety within yourself, right? So practices like heart chakra healing, meditation, and energy work can really help restore and balance and alleviate anxious attachment. And if you do want to reach out to me to explore unblocking and healing your heart chakra, you can in the description down below. The fourth spiritual reason is inner child wounds. Now, your inner child is always active. It doesn't matter how old you are or what age you are, your inner child is always going to be with you. And spiritually, your inner child carries the emotional imprints of your early experiences that you've had growing up. And it's not all about parents, it's also about maybe the school you went to, maybe other caregivers, maybe with siblings, right? An anxious attachment often stems from your inner child wounds related to neglect, abandonment, or inconsistent caregiving. So it could be emotional neglect. You didn't get your emotional needs met and you are starving. Your inner child is so hungry to get those needs met. You might have felt abandoned. You might have felt like nobody's truly there for you. So you're going through this life and you're really wanting to experience that parental love. And I talk so much about the mother and father wounds, and you can find that video on my channel as well. And it's also inconsistent caregiving. So sometimes your parents or whoever was your caregiver or your teachers or whatever, they can sometimes be there and sometimes not be there. So then you're always anticipating, what's going to happen. You have that unpredictability. So when love comes into your life, you feel like, oh my God, something bad's going to happen. It's going to leave you because of inconsistent caregiving. So healing these wounds through inner child work, visualization, affirmations, however you are wired to receive healing, can truly help you transform your attachment style and foster healthier relationships. Now, the fifth spiritual reason is lessons in self-love. Anxious attachment is the foundation for you to learn profound self-love. Spiritually, it can be a call to turn inward and cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and self-acceptance by learning to love and value yourself independently of other people's validation, because other people's validation has really nothing to do with you. Because whether they love you or whether they hate you, they are looking at you through their own lens. And whatever feeling you are feeling in your own body. It's not coming from somebody else. But this universe, we co-create, we move together, we flow together, we have those relationships that remind us who we truly are, how we truly want to feel, and what we need to heal. So if you can heal these root causes of your anxious attachment, then you will start to attract more balanced and loving relationships, not from a superficial way, but from an actually deeply spiritual way. So understanding the spiritual reasons behind anxious attachment can provide you a powerful framework for healing, for transformation. That's not just about managing the symptoms, but truly addressing the deeper spiritual spiritual lessons and causes that drive this attachment style that we know so well from a psychological lens. So I encourage you to reflect on these spiritual aspects, and thank you for joining me today. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to this channel for more content on spiritual growth and nourishment and healing. Until next time, stay blessed and keep your shining light shining bright. So much love.